I had a 4-hour interview and didn't get the job. Do I try to connect on LinkedIn? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Look, anytime you go through a very long interview cycle, you have built a relationship with that company. Do not throw that relationship out. If you didn't get the job, they didn't say no, not ever. Unless someone literally said after all those interviews, hey, by the way, no, not ever, we'd never hire you. They didn't do that. What they said was, no, not today. It was down to you and someone else, and we went with that person. But you are still fabulous. So why do we let our egos get in the way and we never talk to those companies again, when what we should be doing is staying in contact with them? So the first thing we do is we have a whole letter that we teach people to write inside Work It Daily when they get rejected. I know that sounds crazy, but this letter is rock solid because it immediately shows them your character and your professionalism, and it opens up the door to stay in contact, right? Then you can go and invite them to connect with you on LinkedIn. And then there's a strategy that we show you to stay in touch, because let me tell you what happens. They hire the person and they don't work out. They realize they need another person for a slightly different job that you'd be a better fit for. These things happen very quickly thereafter, and they would much rather go back to the person that was the runner-up and hire them than to post the job and start all over again. Jobs, posting a job and going through an interview process is time-consuming for the employers too. It's time-consuming for you, but they're doing it with multiple people. It's not a good use of their time. So they would rather pick from an existing talent pool. And you're part of that talent pool when you make it to the final round. So you absolutely follow up with them, right? You send this great kind of thank you note letter. You open up the doors, you connect with them on LinkedIn, and then you stay in touch. You'd be shocked. Be shocked at what happens. Okay? You're starting to understand things a bit more, right? This is why job search career coaching is vitally important. Because if you are feeling better after sitting on a single live with me, can you imagine if you had access to my proprietary course where I teach you step by step what to do, and you had access to the coaches who could confirm that you've done everything right? Think about how you would feel. Think about that. That's why this exists. My job is to alleviate your pain. My job is to remove the roadblocks. My job is to solve the problems, okay? You do not need to be doing this alone. You shouldn't be. And if you're having any sort of feeling of feeling better listening to this, then just imagine how it would feel if you were in a program that could solve for all of this, right? I challenge you on that. I love that. I don't have stress dreams anymore after your training. That's my point. The stress comes from the lack of knowing. The stress comes from doing things and not getting results, right? We want to diminish that stress. We want you to feel better. And then here's the funny thing. You now get better at job search. You get more confident. You're now more attractive to employers. That's the key.